I have an email and I'm going to read it aloud. I got the permission from the sender to read it aloud, but to not disclose the name. You will know more about this. Hello, ma'am. I love watching your content and I've been learning many things from you. I can speak English with fewer errors now, which means there is progress. But it's not easy to stay motivated all the time while learning any new skill. In fact, I face more criticism now and feel humiliated at times when people say my English is yuck and that I'm not fit to be a learner. Ma'am, is there any criteria deciding the fitness of a learner? Who can be a learner? I know that I am in the right track, but I feel discounted at times. Please help and try not to reveal my name, ma'am, and thanks for all the videos. Thank you, ma'am. What do I say for this? You would have already got the answer. Of course, you decide to be a learner, and there are no criteria deciding who should be a learner. It's all the mind and the attitude, and there's no age barrier to learning also. But when it comes to a trainer, teacher, mentor, professor, I'm telling this with much authority because I began my career as an English professor. So I've seen how some of the professors, some teachers also harass and criticize the learners and even their colleagues because they feel so insecure and they could also feel that their job profile is at stake. Those are different areas of work emotions, workload, and also work ethics. I've already done a video on that. But answering this question, you can be a learner. Who's stopping you from that? Now, when you reach a particular level, you may feel that you shouldn't be criticized. Of course, it's not justifiable because when you are even good with a language, when you're good with any skill, if people want to criticize, they will do that. I mean, there's no scarcity for words. There's no scarcity for throwing anything and everything. See, today we are living in a society that's not doing any justice. People just kill each other and they find so much of pleasure in that. And they say it's the way I like. Recently also something happened, the Kolkata case. We all are fighting for justice, not just for that particular incident, but anything that happens. And of course, we have people to take care of that. We have the authority and the law. But still, we are living in a society that's quite cruel. And educated people are also a part of these things. And if you feel that you're criticized for no reason, and even by people who don't know who you are, and people who don't know why or you are learning a particular language, or even working on any skill, be it swimming, driving, painting, dancing, whatever it is, they will try all reasons to criticize you even when you are good at it. Believe me. Now, coming to the first point, when people try embarrassing you, embrace that skill. You just embrace that skill more, hold tighter to it, just hold firm. How do you do that? Work on it, continue working on it. I'm not asking you to take it up as a challenge and muster all the courage and just, throw back at these people. That's also not good. But if you really have to voice your opinion, if you have to speak for yourself, do that. So most of the time it's childhood trauma that's not dealt with. It's okay to meet a counselor or a medical expert when you feel that feelings are getting piled up within you. But there are some people who don't take any external help and they grow up with this frustration. Okay? And most of them could also be going through traumatic experiences. And because of that, they have this insecure feeling with work, with their job profiles, with their skills, because we are living in a challenging and competitive world and they don't know how to deal with themselves. When that's the case, the level of frustration pile up. It reaches a particular level where they don't know how to ventilate or vent out that particular frustration in a productive way. They will vent out the feelings on anyone. And social media is a very good platform where you see these exemplars, where people just speak anything and everything that comes to their mind without any ground reality, without even taking the time to cross-check. Adding to that, you get criticized most of the time when there is progress. So for this learner also, he believes that there is progress. That's why you're in the limelight, you're in the spotlight. So when that's the case, there'll be a few people trying to discourage you, giving you daunting remarks. That's their style, because they were not applauded, they were not even appreciated not even acknowledged for that matter. So when that's the case, they don't want others to grow. So they have this insecure feeling, and they will find all the means. They will go beyond any level to criticize and try embarrassing you. That's their style. So when you're in the limelight, you can expect such things. When you know that there is progress, they want to hide that insecure feeling. So there is a kind of defense system that works in the negative way, where they spit toxifying remarks and comments. Constructive criticism should always be paid attention to. That will help you in the future. As I told you in the beginning, educated people also divulge. They reveal themselves through such remarks and comments. So when they know that they cannot reach your level, they'll try to do all these things. It could be because of your looks, because of your skill. It need not be always the mega skills or the mega narrative, as some people call it. It could also be because you are smiling all the time. Or it could also be because you are able to afford good dress. They just want to throw that ash. I mean, ash is a very good color, but still, they just want to make you look sad, try to play the gimmicks on you so that you go down at least for 2 seconds and pay attention to them. So they are attention cravers. Another thing is, this person used the word discounted. Okay, so when they say that you are not worthy of doing certain things, you're not fit to be a learner, this is for everyone, they also benefit from that discount. So discount has got more than one meaning. They also benefit from that discount. It's like perks for them. So for them, they feel they're trying to tell you that you are unworthy. You feel discounted, and that's a boon for them. But it could be a perk, it could be extra discount for them when you go low, when they try to stop you, when they create obstacles in your life from progressing further. So you will also not be able to analyze your progress. You know that you're in the right track, but they just want to stand as boulders. And of course, they don't have the responsibility, they don't have the desire to connect with you. And most of the time they say, I'm going to correct you, nobody will tell these things, I don't think you're fit to be a learner. They will have this mask of concern. But that's not the way. If a person is really concerned about you, they're not going to abuse you, criticize you, and try embarrassing you. Concern has got nothing to do with embarrassment, criticizing, using abusive remarks, and also being poisonous, toxic, and invective with learning a new skill. So 90% of the people will not be comfortable speaking about this, but still you have a lot of chemical reactions happening within your body, and I recently read about that. It's called The Myth of Normal, written by experts, medical experts, and also case studies are a part of this book. But still understand that it's from real life. So they try to be normal when they criticize. They behave as normal people, saying nobody's going to tell you, okay? They have this mask of concern, but it's up to you to take it in or to just exhale the negativity. There are people who just love producing more toxins. When they try polluting their environment with toxins, they don't realize that they are also having a negative impact. They're creating a negative impact on themselves and not detoxifying. So as a learner, as a person, as an individual, you have all the means, you have the space to detoxify yourself. So you have these two words, toxify or detoxify. From within, you should detoxify your mind. If your mindset is right, you will not have the time for all these things, because you will work on yourself and help others also to reach some level. The last point is, some of the trainers, some of the mentors, some of the professors, I'll speak about the English department also, some of them criticize their colleagues and also the learners very badly, referring to the religion, the politics, whatever they are into, even abusing the parents. They just cross the boundaries, and I should say that they are a total disgrace and shame to the teachers community, the teaching community itself. Okay, so I don't mean to say that teachers are saints. Of course, we make mistakes. As trainers also, we make mistakes. But there is an attitude. Pulling down people, creating the toxic environment, and even poking each other, saying you're not fit to be a trainer, is not part of learning environment. It has got nothing to do with constructive learning space and constructive feedback. So some of the learners, some of the trainers and all, I don't know how the institutions and how the colleges and even the higher levels of education tolerate them. Maybe they require them, but when it comes to any authentic organization, academy, or even institution, we have the online learning platforms also. They are monitored. But what happens is, as an individual, they take so much pleasure in criticizing the learners, trying to sabotage them completely, trying to destroy them, and also being vituperative when it comes to learning. So when they do it with their colleagues, they are not safe from inside. Recently also, a learner told me that I'm not very happy with my learning journey. I really feel intimidated. I don't want everybody to always praise me, but still I feel somewhere that I am not able to connect with myself. It is actually a dangerous situation where you're at crossroads with yourself. See, these people who criticize you, they are not happy from within. That's why they are finding reasons to criticize others. It's not necessary that you have to use bad language and unparliamentary language. And these people survive that way because they are like parasites. They cling on to you, they drink your blood, and if you allow that, then they will do that. They'll continue doing that. I hope you get the idea. So what I want to tell people who are undergoing such phases when it comes to levels of learning any skill is that they are not bothered, and such people who just abuse you do not have the need, do not have the requirement to connect with you. Why should they be bothered? They are quite indifferent to themselves. They have also lost themselves some way. So losing oneself is not about medical treatment and psychiatry, but it's all about they're not stable, they're not steady and happy within the mind. So when that's the case, they don't have to relate with others. They just take life like that and just leave it without any meaning and purpose. And they survive that way, being parasites. So I hope you get the idea. Okay, happy learning.